It says I'm live. Good Monday morning to everybody. Hey, hi, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You're in our Stitchuation room, and this is a Monday through Friday virtual stitching retreat where you hang out with me while we pay attention to the dog and do all things stitchy. And I hope I can inspire you to put something under the needle. Hey, I'm 3 people away from 76,000 subscribers. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button while you're sitting there, if you wouldn't mind. I'd appreciate it very much. Helps the channel. I got an issue here. I'm not seeing the chat. So I did see it, and then I went live and I didn't see it. So I'm going to refresh this little, there it is. I see you guys now. Good morning. Yes, and Frito's getting her good mornings. She tends to hide. There she is. She says, Mom, I know. You want your Dave biscuits? Good morning, everybody. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. I missed y'all this weekend. I did. I missed you guys. All right, here you go. Here's your oatmeal one. Yes, and then there is a bacon cheese. There is a bacon cheese. There you go. Sweet baby. Good girl. Oh, get that out of the way so I can see Frito. There she is. She's a good girl. She travels so well. Oh my goodness. She's just wonderful. She's the most wonderful dog. We're so blessed. Got her from a shelter about 1.5 years ago or so, a little over 1.5 years. That's it. No more. She says, well, then I'm out of here. Oh my gosh. It's coffee time. Boy, it's early, isn't it? It's early. We're home. We're home. We were in Weatherford, Oklahoma. Met a lady, Kim, who follows me, and she was part of our RV group. And so, hi, Kim. Thank you for coming up and saying hello to me. And then, of course, Bonnie was there, Bonnie Cohn. And then also met Linda, and she is a Judy Niemeyer paper piecer. So she showed me some of her beautiful quilts on her phone. So it's always a treat to run into fellow stitchers out on the road, isn't it? I love it. Yeah. Debbie says it's weird to have the weekends and not start the day with y'all. That's good. That was the whole intention behind starting the Stitchuation room, is to kind of create a routine for people who like to quilt and embroider and just get together. And come to find out, you guys have met one another in person and all that. If you're brand new, pop in and say, hi, I'm new. We have a welcoming committee, and we also have a virtual kitchen. Scotty Dog is usually running that, and she will let us know what's going on in there. And there's a thumbs up button on the wall on your way in. So just hit the thumbs up button. And you guys, it's virtual too. So the thumbs up button is really below the video. So I appreciate that. But it's just fun. It's something that we do. And it's awesome. So, oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So Diana says, watch some of your old videos from 2019 in my old sewing room. Thought it was Frito walking around. Right. That was Blue. She was a much larger than this one. And Blue was also a purebred Australian cattle dog, just like Frito is. A lot of people call her Blue Heeler. They're cousins, but both of them are Australian cattle dogs. And Blue, we lost Blue in March of 23. Yeah, March of 23, we lost Blue. She was 15. Fantastic dog as well. And because she was so amazing, that's why I wanted to get another cattle dog. So this one's both of those were pretty chill. They weren't real high strung. So great travelers with us. Well, hi, neighbor. She says, I'm kind of new. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. Shirts. Yeah. Neighbor, I'm in Vernia, just south of you. Yeah. Cinnamon buns. Oh, Scotty, you know I don't do wheat real well. Okay. So I have not been to the UPS store since we got back, because we got back too late yesterday to run over there. This one closes, I think, at 4 on Sundays. Anyway, I got a whole bunch of boxes over there. So I'll have new goodies to show you guys tomorrow. But I've got a lot of stuff here on the side. Oh, I know. I've made a little notebook. I wanted to talk to you guys about stuff. I made some notes. Someone asked if I would put the meter thermometer in my Amazon store, and I have. It's under the tech and computers section. Meter thermometer. My husband loves it. I got it for him for Christmas last year, and you put it in, and it's battery rechargeable. I'm pretty sure it's not USB, but you put it in the meat and you close it in the grill, and you have an app on your phone, and it'll tell you not only the temperature, internal temperature of the meat, but it'll tell you how much longer it has to cook, which is amazing. So it's very cool. He likes the app. And then you guys have asked, which friction markers do I use? I get that question repeatedly. Good morning, Karen. Hi. So friction fine liners, that's what I like to use. Do they ghost? Yes, but not as much as the pens. And I always mark on the back of my fabric. I try not to mark on the front of my fabric unless I absolutely have to. Okay. And what else? You guys asked about easy stacks. So a lot of people are seeing me use these, and you're like, what are they? How do I get them? So this is what I'm using now for quilt block travel. So this is a Yazzie bag. I've got a link below to 10% off Yazzie bags. I will be at Yasmina Magan's Yazzie bag booth in Houston. And again, I'm working on a schedule with those vendors. I got to do that today. I got to put that together today. That should be a today thing for me. Okay. So I was able to take these on the road with me. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Okay. I was able to take these on the road with me. Yours are arriving on Friday, Krista. Good. Awesome. That's awesome. Okay. So I can keep my pattern in here. And they shifted a little bit, but they were certainly bumped around quite a lot. I will sort all these out. That's just the top one. It was the pattern moving that one. But see, I'm able to travel. These are all of the pieces in one spot. That's only supposed to be 3 blocks right there. So that's good. And I got to sort that one back out. And then after that, so what I got going on, I'm glad you made it this morning too, Bonnie. All right. Don't forget to get my foot and put it in the motor home. Yes, Jamie, thank you. I ordered another one and it's coming today. I'm telling you. So there's 1 through 4. So I just laid them out on the easy stacks, and it's just so easy to keep them going. This one is missing a pink fabric. I'm going to put that one together today. And let me see about this one. Those are done. Isn't that nice? It's awesome. So I can see, and I numbered them in pencil on the little label. The easy stacks come with labels. So those are blocks 5 through 8. And so I know which ones are done. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. There's another set. There's 13 through 16. There's 27 of these. Isn't that nice? So it's great to have the organization. I'm an organization freak, so I enjoy that. And I've got more to go. Now, these are for the whirling snowflake blocks. That's block number 8. So, okay. So I have 17 through 20 and 20. Yeah, I've got all the way 17 to 27. So 10 more, 11 more blocks of the whirling snowflakes. This is how I have to stay organized, so I know exactly where I am. Otherwise, I get really lost. And I know, so I had to return one presser foot, didn't make it to the Amazon locker in time before we left. The other presser feet, I ordered 2 more, were delivered at the RV park, but they never told me they arrived. And Keith says it's my fault because I didn't ask them if they had arrived. So we left before I got those. So there's 3 that I don't have. I got to return. And then I got to call that RV park today too and tell them to return that package. And then so I ordered another one. So what are they made of? Plastic? Yes, they're made of a very thin plastic. Very thin plastic. Okay. They're it's great. But they've got these little pockets where they stack into each other. Those little things that stick up. Okay, they've got those little pockets. And I just took a glue stick and I glued a piece of 8.5 by 9.5 inch batting to each one with a glue stick. And they work great. So I have long used paper plates. Okay, but paper plates, the size either wasn't right, or I just like that this is easier for me to keep track of the blocks all done and pretty and lay flat. Whereas the paper plates kind of have that bowl edge and they don't lay completely flat. I'm very happy with these. So I just went looking on Amazon for something to do like that. I need to find, oh, that other piece of pink that I'm missing on that one. Oh, I had Charlotte help me put all these together. And I've got the wrong pink on the fabric. I ended up with an extra in the stack, an extra one of these instead of one of these. So Sharon, you worked on your snowballs this weekend. So I'm very blurry in the UK. I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. Let me fix something. Hold on. What am I doing? All right. I hardwired in. Okay. All right. I forgot to hardwire in Starlink. So that should be okay. Okay. Amy wants to know, what size Yazzie bag do I use? The largest one. It just, I've always got so much stuff. It's insane. So, okay. That should fix it. I hope that fixes it. We've got, I'm trying to come up with another issue. I was here on time. I was here on time today. I don't think I was late. All right, you guys, I think it's fine. So you checked both 12 pack and 48 pack of easy stacks are available. And I got the 48 pack only because I know that I will probably have different quilts going at any given time. So that's why I did that. All right. So one of the things I do when I cut my fabric is if I have extra pieces, so this is the parent piece of fabric. If I have any extra pieces, I will fold them into that cut. And I don't have any extra pieces on this one. So I try to keep every little piece. And then if I find that I've got a boo-boo like this, it's really easy for me to fix. So my router needs another cup of coffee. No, I just wasn't hardwired into the internet. So I'm hardwired in now. I think that will work. Will the 48 fit the large? So Evelyn, I only have, so what she's talking about are the easy stacks, those plastic file stacker things I'm using for my blocks. I don't know how many I have in here. So the easy stacks are meant to hold an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And then they're a little bit longer because of the tab, right? So 8.5 by 11, perfect now. Oh, good, Elaine, thank you for letting me know about that. Okay. So they're a little bit longer than 8.5 by 11. This pattern is 8.5 by 11, okay? So it's just meant to fit a piece of printer paper. And then it's a little bit longer for this. So it fits in this large one. Now, I don't have all 48 of them in here. I have, I don't know how many, probably a dozen or so. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 of them. So I had 18 of them in here though, and they squish and the bag stretches. So it just works. But this is a great way if you're going to have a sew in at, a quilt store, and you want to take your progress, this is just a wonderful way I have found for these to travel. I would love to do something like this and throw my Power Tools with Thread name on it, like Lori Holt throws her name on everything. I would love to do something like this and make it cute and sell it to you guys at an exorbitant amount of money. But these will do in the meantime, right? These will do. I'm just very happy with them. It's probably not a good use of this Yazzie bag, but that's okay. It's the one I had. Terry says, do it. I know. I just don't know how. I don't know how to do it. But maybe I can get Yasmita to make us a bag that doesn't have all of these goodies in it. And she already has a block travel bag, but it's not tall enough. It's a little bit smaller. So I'm going to talk to her about that. Yeah. Oh, Candace, your grandson wants 10 patches made. You don't have time to digitize. You're looking for someone who, okay. I know of a digitizer who's very good. She's in British Columbia. It's artembroidery.ca. And you can reach out to her, artembroidery.ca. Louiba, her English is okay, but she's very, very good. She digitizes by hand. And when my camera blurs, it goes out of focus. I understand. So I've used her for years, and she's very, very good. She's able to take pictures and convert them into embroidery designs. You're welcome, Candace. We're always here to share. Yeah. She's very reasonable. Oh, look at that. Lori Holt is going to be on the Happy Little Stitch Shop tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Nice, Pamela. Cool. Yeah, if you're a digitizer and you guys want to PM each other, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I just heard a very high-pitched tone, and I don't know why. Okay. I did not put this in the description box. I will as soon as I'm finished with this video. Designs by Juju has put out an adorable new little wall hanging called Believe. Have you seen that? It is cute. Let me pull it up. And I want to make this, so I would love it if you joined me and I could get that. I can't get this page to refresh here. There we go. I want to show you what it looks like. It's four little blocks hanging together, just super cute. And here it is. Let me share my screen with you guys so you can see it. And I'm going to put it together. I think it'll be fun. Here it is. Okay. So it's got the sleigh. Isn't that cute? With applique and some detail stitching. And then the letters. This is a great use of your scraps of Christmas fabrics past. Now you can see the letters have, it looks like almost they're either blenders or plain fabrics, solids, because it's got embellishment stitching all over it. Okay. And then the trees. And isn't that cute? That's adorable. So I'm going to make that. And I think that'll be fun. Let you guys, this is just so cute. So probably get that going on Thursday, Embroidery Thursday. I'm going to do the first one. And if you guys want to do that with me, I will have, like I said, I'll put a link below to it. So, yeah, I cut the batting to fit the tray, 8.5 by 9.5. Thanks, Betty Boop. So it wouldn't be a Monday if you didn't online shop something. Yep, you got to make that one. Isn't that cute? I just think that's adorable. And it looks fairly simple. So that'll be fun to do on Thursday. When am I doing the quilt wall hanging? Wendy, I'm starting that in January. The quilts wall hanging. Okay, that is this one. It's an adorable little pattern. I have a link to it. It's at Two Chicks Quilting. This is a Shabby Fabrics pattern. Okay, so you need to get the pattern if you want to do it with us. And it comes with a paper pattern for lettering, and I'm going to snap-applique the letters. However, at the present time, I don't yet have permission from Shabby Fabrics to digitize this pattern. So if I don't get permission from them, we will use letters from inside of Brother Canvas or inside of the Scan and Cut, right? Easy enough to be able to do that. So that'll be a good kind of a brain stretch to look at patterns and go, okay, I think I can make these anyway, and we're still going to do it. So you like I said, you got to get the pattern so you have the measurements and all that to make all the little pinwheels. Very, very cute. Also, wanted to let you guys know, someone had made a is there time to order binding bowls to have before Christmas? I'm not sure. Cindy, Quilting by Harriet, can let you know about that. That distracted me. Where was I going with this? Oh, someone had left a comment that they did not, the shipping was too much to buy just the pattern and not the kit, because they have kits and patterns. Okay. So I talked to Two Chicks Quilting, and they have changed the policy on their website so that if you are buying something, this is $12 pattern. If you are buying something that is $13 and below, it's a flat $5 shipping, which is palatable. That's about standard, industry standard, right? So if it's $13 or higher, it's going to be the $7 shipping until it gets to free shipping or whatever. Also, another thing I wanted to show you guys. I need to get to chicksquilting.com. All right, and I'm gonna leave. I want to show you what they've done on their site so you guys can follow along with stuff that I'm doing. Okay. Okay, it's going to be so pretty to stitch out. I know. All right, so Two Chicks Quilting has a brand new website, and I wanted to show you, if you're going to follow along with things that I'm doing. This is Julie and Nicole out of Ganado, Texas. These are my girls. Okay, so if you come over to Fabrics and Kits and hover over that, there's Power Tools with Thread right there at the bottom. And now it says it can't reach out. There we go. All right, so here it is. Now, they have these embroidery kits. These are so nice. These are wonderful gifts for Christmas. Let me make sure you can see what I am seeing. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. They've got the little, all the little scissor sets in there. The black embroidery kit is very, very cute. Here is the wall hanging kit. It's got the fabrics in it. So if you click on this, it'll come up. And do they have a picture of the fabrics? They don't. Let's see. Okay, let me go back. And then here is pattern only, and that's to make this. And then this one, the sea glass embroidery kit, very cute, adorable stuff. It says pre-order. Okay, this kit right here will not be, they will not have it until late November, early December. So if you wanted to get it and then ship it to somebody, you might hold off. But you can do a pre-order on these, okay, or get this. I just wanted to let you guys know about these. I have a link to Two Chicks Quilting below in the description box. If you'd use that, I appreciate it. If not, I will put something there. But when these come in, they know how to, they track all of that. But I just want to let you guys know about how that's being done, okay? I love that one. I love the sea glass one, but with it not coming for a long time. Yeah, that sea glass kit is gorgeous. Those are great little gifts, even for yourself, because you can take them and go to embroidery events, right? And now you've got your scissors and your snips and your duck bills and your curves and everything that you need. They're wonderful. I know, I love that one too. I have one, it's green. It's a little green one that I got. It's in my embroidery Yazzie bag. Okay. So I need to sew up. Oh, here's the kit for quilts. This is what you get in the fabric kit for the quilts wall hanging. But I'm not going to start that until January, you guys, because they bought 150 patterns and they're kitting these up so you guys can, you know, stitch along with me or get into your stash and just get the pattern only, whatever you want to do. So Callie needs the sea glass snips for Christmas. That would be a good gift, wouldn't it? Not like I don't give that girl anything. I know. Those are hard to come by. They only make those kits. They're limited releases. So they only make them for certain times of the year. And it's not every year that they release them. So like I got my green kit. It was 2 or 3 years ago. So Terry, you're a bad influence. Yeah, I know. That would be a good gift, wouldn't it? That would be awesome. I have got to cut another piece of this. So I'm going to do that right now with y'all. I got to cut that. Oh, I'm so glad to be home. I mean, I love traveling, but isn't it nice to be home? It's fantastic. All righty. I've got my little mat. I can do this. And my little Omni Grid ruler. Oh my goodness. Really enjoyed it. Traffic wasn't too, oh my gosh. One of y'all, I wrote my book down. I wrote it in my book. What did I do with my little book? I just had it. Here it is. This was a little book someone gave me. It says, start each day with a joyful heart. I got that on a cruise. One of my viewers. Thank you. Vicky Golas, Golas. Do they ship to the UK? They do not, Elaine. I'm sorry. I don't think they do. You can call and ask them, but I don't think that they do. So Vicky Golas, she was in here on Friday's show and she said, good morning from Prosper, Texas. And I'd never heard of it, didn't know where it was. Well, we drove through Prosper, Texas yesterday on our way home and never again. It was gorgeous, but it's jam-packed with rooftops and traffic and stoplights and to make it even better, they're putting in a Costco right across the street from where the RV park was. The traffic was horrible. It was horrible. Bonnie's husband, Ron, was like, never again, because he was there 5 years ago and at that RV park at Shady Creek. And he said it was just in the middle of nowhere, just a bunch of fields. No, literally, y'all, our RV was right behind somebody's backyard, the RV park, right behind somebody's backyard. Crazy. I don't know. All right. I got to cut this square. Let me get this right. Turn this so I can see what I'm doing. Speaking of seeing what I'm doing. So that was something else. Also, we stayed one night on the way up there at the 35 RV park in Waco. I cannot recommend that if you've got animals, only because there are stickers everywhere. Everywhere. There's my little cover. This came in my I think that came in the spooky box. Fat Quarter Shop. I think that's what that was. So we won't be staying there anymore. The staff was very nice and the park, you know, it's a highway RV park. I wouldn't, it can't claim the title of resort. There we go. Perfect. We'll put this other one back with its parent fabric. Do I have any more of this? Yeah, right there. Okay. Oh, goodness. It takes me about an hour to do all 4 blocks. I timed it the other day when I was stitching all 4 of them. And it was 56 minutes, I think. to stitch all 4 of these. I ended up with an extra one of these as well, so I need to put that back with its parent fabric. Put everything away. I don't need my little iron right now. Where's this one? There we go. I need to get the sashing done on this Christmas quilt behind me, and also get the borders on Legends of the National Parks. I've got to get that on, and I think Legends is next in the queue for the long arm. So put your toys away, don't delay. That's right, Carol. Yeah. Oh, I hate stickers. They're awful. And you're about a mile from Prosper. Hold on a second. You're about a mile from Prosper. Traffic has gotten horrible. Oh, it's terrible. We chose to come on the Loop 288 around the top of Denton because the maps originally wanted to take us around the top of some lake on farm roads, and we didn't want to do that in the motorhome. So we took the 288 loop around Denton. We were only like 9 miles from where we needed to be, and it said it was a 25-minute drive, and it's because of traffic. It was terrible, terrible. Oh, Sylvia, yeah. You know, when you get organized, your brain can settle down and focus on stitching. It's amazing. And if you notice, I mean, like every time I use something, I put it away. And it's the old, everything has a place and everything in its place. But the big thing is to be able to give things a home. We haven't done any decluttering since I've been gone. We could do that too. How much time do we have? It's 25 till. We could declutter. I need to declutter my underneath my cutting table. I need to do that. I don't have anything right here near me that needs decluttering. And I know 2 of my drawer units are good. So everything on this side of the room is decluttered, and I'm fine. No. And there it is. Yeah, you can have anxiety attacks in traffic. It is bad. One of the things I have found that helps with that, believe it or not, is headphones with either a book or a podcast. And what that does is, even though your hands and your brain are focusing on, your eyes and your hands are focusing on being stuck in traffic, you're listening to, in your head, you're listening to something, and it refocuses your mind. That helps me a lot. That helps me quite a bit. So this looks like a cat got to it. I'm not sure. I don't have a cat. I'm not sure what happened. I've got this big old batch of thread here. I'm not real sure what happened at all. So I think I dusted. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I don't know if I can get this done or not. Did you guys see that? Y'all watch Jean True Love Quilts for You? She got a new Baby Lock Jazz and did an unboxing of it. And that was exciting. I've seen the Jazz. I've never, does anybody here own a Jazz? Pop in the comment or leave a comment below and let me know. It is definitely a piecing machine, and it's got a huge throat space. It's very cool. And I don't think Brother makes an equivalent to that Jazz. That looks like a cool machine. So she was justifying why she had it in addition to her Juki 2200 TL. She had got it at a show. So you have a Jazz, Judy? Yeah, neat. That looks like a pretty cool machine. I think I could wrap my head around that. I might. I don't know. If I can find a deal on one, for sure. My glasses. Oh, I can hear my husband making his smoothie this morning. He loves those things. All right. I got to get this block done so I'm all caught up and I have all 4 of them together. So it was pretty neat. What I was doing yesterday, or when I was stitching these, is I was setting up, let me show you. Y'all, my Zoom thingy is MIA. My Zoom thingy is MIA. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can do this here. There we go. I can do it manually on the machine. So what I did to get all these stitched together in the tray itself is I went ahead and set up the layout of the block. Okay. Just set that up of all 4 of them at one time, because it's just a little 9 patch. See how that works? And that way I can get everything right side up if the fabric is directional. Make sure everything's going the same way. So I did this to all 4 of them. And then down here, I only glued to like right there. And so I just slipped these 4 little snowball corners underneath. So I put 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so now I've got everything all laid out exactly as I want the block to look. Oh, see, these are directional, and I just had them sideways. Okay. So now they're exactly as I want them to look, and I can get them sewn just like that. So that's the easy way to go about doing that. So I could do 4 at a time, and it just kept everything very organized for me. Let me pop, this is in the way. I got to get my needle threaded. I'm not sure what had happened here. I think I took after it with a Swiffer, and I wasn't paying attention. Oop. I hate the threader on this machine. Is the threader on the Jazz any better? Those of you that have it. Ah, dang it. So we go to the old standby, the old, you know, those old fashioned threaders. Go to the old standby. And pop that through. This is a sideways threader, not, this is the PQ 1500. Let me put this in here. If I could see it. There. Ooh, y'all. The eyes. There they go, right? Okay. I ordered some sunglasses with readers in them so that I can see when I've got my sunglasses on. It's very nice to be back into the warmth. It was cold where we were. Okay. All right, that looks good. So now I'm just going to sew this little 9 patch here. Just like this. And this will get this block done. Turned on. I'm at 2.5 stitch length. Okay. You don't use the threader. It is harder than your, the one on the Juki's hard too. My friend Anne bought a Juki. Boy, she was having a Dickens trying to thread that. She's like, I just want it to work. I mean, when you spend $1,100 or, you know, $1,200 on a machine, you want the threader to work, right? Okay. You ordered your kit last week. Good. Awesome. So this is one block, these 3 right here. And then I would just go through and do all of them. Okay. But that's what I did when I was doing the other ones. But I was missing this pink piece of fabric. Also, another organization thing, you guys. I have a trash can at every single sewing machine. There's one right here. There's one right here because Gypsy usually goes right here. But I didn't get her out of the motorhome because we're leaving on Thursday for market. So, oh, wow. Got an online deal, yeah. So, and I'm going to press to the dark. Yeah. Kim from Kimberbell reached out to me and she wants to meet up at market. So I am going to take my camera. I will probably do either a YouTube live or a Facebook live, probably YouTube because some people don't do Facebook, and give you guys some sneak peeks of what is coming up with Kimberbell. That will be fun, won't it? Let me see. I know I'm doing this wrong. There we go. Yeah. So I'm excited about it. We leave Thursday, and we may come home in between, but we will be back for festival the following week. So, and I know a lot of you are going. It should be fun. Yeah, you love sneak peeks. I know those are fun, right? All right, I got all of these going the right direction. Yay! That's what win. I'm going to call it a win this hour. See, sometimes my cutter works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Fold to the dark. I'm finger creasing. It took me a long time to figure out how to use my threader too. You try to go next year, I'll be there, I'm sure. Yep. Let's see here. Okay, this is looking good. Right? So now I need to nest these guys. You get quicker and quicker at these as you go, that's for sure. Again, I pin at a 45-degree angle so that as the needle travels down, I can get 1 to 2 stitches over the nesting seam line and then pull the pin. And that way I make sure everything holds together. When I pin straight, it doesn't work. And pinning is its own skill set, believe me. I learned a lot about this doing embroidery projects where they're in the hoop and you have to pin your panel sets together, like that Designs by Juju I'm going to do for the Believe. One more. There we go. Oh, I nicked that one, didn't I? I'm showing you guys this so that when you do your own, see how tight those are? That's perfect. That method works for me so well. Okay. They're perfect. And I'm finger pressing the creases and really mashing those open like that. Okay. I did find that pen of the acorn stuff. It's right. Whoop, wrong one. Wrong way. It's right here in my cup next to my machine in my Lazy Susan. I thought it was in a Yazzie bag from El Campo, but I found it. All right. I think one of you are going to be staying in the same RV park as us. So I'm hoping Glory had made me some. Do I use a large stitch length for piecing? No, I don't, Debbie. It's probably it's on 2.5. Smaller stitch length is fine, but when you're a beginner, they're a real pickle to take out, those smaller stitch lengths. So I don't tell folks to do that because I have a lot of beginners who watch me. I know, like, they recommend a 1.8 or smaller for legit kits. Which is paper piecing. That allows the paper to pull off easier, but I have always used a 2.5. Yep. There's the other one right there. Okay, that works out just fine. You saw the itty bitty 9 patches and decided against the snowman. Yeah. No match for a Keith Ripper. Okay, Carol. All right, so this looks pretty good. Now I want to show you guys a trick to get your snowballs to look nice. We're gonna take a little road trip over to my ironing board because my iron's hot. Hold on a second here. Let me put this up. I'm gonna leave that zoom on where it is right there, so you can see my scorched ironing board. Excuse me. I don't mean to walk in front of you, but don't have a choice. Okay, I want to show you guys. If you get something like a quilter's cut and press, okay, and it has got a grid line on it. All right, so these need to finish at 3.5 square. So I'll put it up here so you can see. One of the things you can do is you can take pins. I'm just going to put it up right here. And y'all, I don't use steam. I'm just going to pin this so it is 3.5 square. But what I'm doing is I'm making sure it's not torqued or it's not shy. Okay, it's right straight 3.5. And it essentially what I'm doing when you're working with little bitty blocks, this is hard, but this is a nice way to figure stuff out. Hold on, I'm doing this wrong. Essentially what I'm doing is blocking. This is called blocking. Okay. But what I'm doing is making sure that it's the right size because edges wobble, right? They wobble. And then you can take your favorite, whatever it is. This is Mary Ellen's Best Pressed, half and half with water. Okay. And I'm just going to set it on there. I'm not swishing. I'm just setting it on there. This is a Sapporo gravity fed iron. And it doesn't get water in the iron at all, so it doesn't spew on your fabric. Okay. Now that's a nice, pretty flat block, and I have blocked it to 3.5. So I know for a fact it's the right size. This is going to help you keep things square as you're making blocks. I do this with a lot of different size blocks, okay? So that is a tip you can do if you feel like your block is going wonky on you and you're not happy with it. Now I know I've got a good 3.5 inch square. Okay. So that's always a very handy thing to do. Okay. Okay. Good. I'm glad you ordered the belief pattern. That's great. All right. So now I'm ready to, now when I snowball these, I know that it's gonna snowball correctly. Okay. So here's all my little squares. And I didn't mark, did I not make marks on that one? I didn't make marks on any of these. I just drew them. Aha. Okay. So now I have, because I didn't make a mark, I got to figure out what's what. And what I'm talking about, if you're new, is you take, so what I do, how I did these, if you're doing this with me, like this, you want to make all of these fabrics. Okay. This fabric is directional. See that? Straight up and down directional. I'm going to take all these fabrics. I'm going to lay it so that I'm looking at the back side and they're laying to their side. See that? They're laying to the side through the fabric. You can see it. Okay. So with them laying on their side, I drew a diamond like this. I drew a diamond. All right. And the outside of the diamond, the shorter side, is the piece that's going to be cut off. I want to make sure I'm looking at these. So I drew a line with the friction marker. You want to make sure that your diamonds are all, I hope that's, so by drawing a diamond, here's the two side ones. Okay. See how I did that? So I've got marks on the pieces that are going to be cut off. One side of that triangle is smaller than the other side. Okay. Do I not trim my blocks to square? Yeah, I do, Brenda, but I don't get all wrapped up in it. If it looks, I mean, yeah, I've got some extra threads, but they're eventually going to be trimmed again anyway when I do the final trimming for the snowballing. Okay. So what I did was I put the ruler corner to corner and drew a line next to corner. And then the piece of the fabric that's hanging out from underneath, that's the piece that got the little mark on it. So that's the smaller of the triangle. So now I know when I fold this over that my directional fabric is going the right way. That's just how my brain did this. So I know that this one goes up here in this corner and I want to match it exactly. Okay. So you cannot tell from the back that there's a piece of fabric on there, but there it is. All right. And now I'm going to sew on the line. All right. And then the next one, and I'm taking them in order. I don't want them sideways. I mean, I don't want them wrong because then my directional fabric will be off. My trimmer is old. That's why I'm thinking, ooh, maybe a jazz. I don't know. Let's see. I'm one at a time. I want to get them right. Now, when I've got 4 blocks going at one time, I do, you know, chain piece them. And just, what do they call it? I'm going block after block after block. Whoop, that's wrong. That's the wrong there. Not that it matters. I could certainly deal with it, but I'm going to do this like I showed you guys. Okay. Okay. Now, before I cut, hi, Dave. Okay. Dave is flying today. Before I cut, what I'm going to do is fold these back and make sure the direction is right on my snowball corners. Ta-da, right? That's what I'm looking for. I want the direction correct. So all 4 are right. And because I sewed on the line and put the smaller triangle to the outside, now when I fold this up, it will fit. And I can finger press and make sure that's right. I got all these little strings. And you don't want to torque it. You just want to make sure it fits. And I know it's still 3.5 because I blocked it. Okay. And you always fold before you cut. So there we go. Look at that. Ta-da. Isn't that nice? Okay. Now, I'm going to press it again before I cut. Okay. I'm not going to block it this time because I did before, but I'm going to press it. Just make sure it stays where I want it to. You can press these with a seam roll if you want, if you have one. You'll always get really, really good flat seams that way. Yeah. Hot, 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 hot. There we go. Isn't that pretty? That one looks great. Okay. So this is how I'm getting my snowball blocks. Okay. And now that they're pressed, so again, it still looks the same from the back. It's still a 3.5-inch square with no wonkiness hanging out from underneath. Okay, that's how you want that to look. And that's a good way for you to gauge, are you on track? I can't see the back from the front and I can't see the front hanging out from the back. That's a good way to check if you are on track. Okay. So now, and I don't do anything with these little pieces because there's nothing to them at all. So you asked if I trim. So now is when I will trim those little, give it a little haircut, you know. And then I get a nice clean block like that. I love to piece. This satisfies my OCD nature very much. For me, it's like pulling weeds. I'm like, oh, it looks better. There, that looks great. I got a little threads. There. Caught my trash as I cut. So I don't have little pieces all over the floor. All done. I'm all done. Doesn't that look nice? That's pretty. Am I cutting as I go or cutting everything before sewing? No, I always cut everything before I start piecing. Okay, so now this I know goes like this. This block is turned sideways. I messed up this one on this block. I'm not going to worry about it, and that one. But now that block is done. So this is I just got better. For the seam allowance on those snowballs, do I use a 1/4 inch or smaller seam allowance? I used a 1/4 inch. That's standard quilt patterns. All of Lori Holt's just about will use 1/4 inch. And then I eyeballed the cutting. I eyeballed the cutting for the seam allowance. So well, that turned out real pretty. Very happy with that. Looks just like its neighbor. So I've got another couple to do this morning. Let me zoom this back out. Wrong way. There we go. There. I got another couple to do this morning. So I'll get some more of those done. Get the sashing done on the Christmas quilt behind me, and then get some. I've got to cut the borders for Legends of the National Park and get moving on that. So I hope that was helpful. If you're making little snowball blocks or you're trying to do the sew and flip method, that is my process for how I do that. So I hope that helped. If you had if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, you guys. This has been a lot of fun. I always love hanging out with you in the morning. Okay. It's 8 o'clock and it's time to get busy. I got to go. We'll talk to you soon. You guys go sew something. Bye.